Hey, it's Sora. If you've ever felt your chest go tight right before checking your bank balance, even when you know it's basically fine, that's not a discipline problem. That's money anxiety. And it's quietly shaping way more of your day than you'd ever guess. For years, I called myself irresponsible, disorganized, hopeless, when really, underneath all of it, I was just scared of a number. So today, 5 quiet signs it's happening to you too, and the small, gentle thing that finally loosened its grip on me. The first one honestly caught me off guard. Okay, here's the part that surprised me. When most of us hear the word anxiety, we picture someone worrying a lot, spinning, overchecking, panicking. So I assumed that couldn't be me, because half the time I wasn't thinking about money at all. I was avoiding it entirely. Turns out, that's one of its favorite disguises. Money anxiety isn't really about how much you have. It's your nervous system deciding that money equals danger, and then reacting to a checking account the way it'd react to a bear. Your body doesn't read the balance first. It just tenses. And if this is you, please hear this. You are in enormous company. Money has sat at or near the very top of what Americans say stresses them out every year since researchers started measuring it back in 2007. For people in their 20s and 30s, it's right at the top of the list. This isn't a personal failing. It's one of the most common human experiences there is. We just almost never say it out loud. So let's say it out loud together. 5 signs. Here we go. Sign 1, and this is the one that caught me, is avoidance. You don't obsess over your money, you dodge it. The banking app you close faster than you opened it. The envelope that sits unopened for 3 weeks because somehow opening it feels scarier than whatever's inside. The "I'll deal with it later" that quietly becomes "I'll deal with it never." Here's what I didn't understand. Avoidance feels like relief. Not looking gives your body a little hit of calm, but it's the kind of calm that charges interest, because the not knowing doesn't shrink the problem. It just lets it grow in the dark, where it feels 10 times bigger than it is. I once let a bill sit so long that by the time I opened it, the number in my head was 4 times the real one. The real one I could have handled in an afternoon. The imaginary one had been renting space in my chest for a month. Here's the gentle version. You don't have to fix anything today. Just look at one thing. Looking is the whole first step. Sign 2. No amount ever feels like enough to let you relax. You told yourself you'd feel safe once you hit 1,000 in savings. Then you hit it, and the finish line quietly slid to 5,000. Then 10. The number climbs, and the calm you were promised never quite arrives. This is how you can tell the anxiety isn't really about the money, because more money doesn't switch it off. I felt genuine panic looking at an account that had more in it than I'd ever had in my life. Logically, safe. In my body, still bracing. That's because enough isn't a number. It's a feeling, a sense of safety. And you can't reach a feeling by earning your way to a specific balance, any more than you can drink your way out of a thirst you'll have again tomorrow. The gentle version. Next time you catch yourself thinking, "I'll relax when I have X," pause and ask, what would safe actually feel like? Naming that will get you further than any target. Sign 3. Lives in your body, not your bank account. The shoulders that climb toward your ears when a bill lights up your phone. The stomach that flips at the words, "We need to talk about money." The jaw you didn't realize you were clenching until you finally closed the laptop. This is the part that took me the longest to respect. I kept treating money stress like a thinking problem, like if I just planned hard enough, I'd feel better. But my body was reacting before my brain even got a vote. That tightness isn't a character flaw, and it isn't weak willpower. It's a nervous system doing exactly what it's built to do: flag danger and brace. And once you can notice it, oh, my shoulders just jumped. My breath just went shallow. Something shifts. You're no longer swept along by the wave. You're standing next to it, watching it move. The gentle version. Next time you feel that bracing, take one slow breath before you do anything else. One breath. That's it. Sign 4. Tiny money decisions feel wildly out of proportion to what's actually at stake. You stand in the aisle for 10 minutes over a $12 thing. Into the cart, out of the cart, in again. Or you do buy it, and then a low hum of guilt trails you for the rest of the day. Over $12. And here's the cruel little twist. Meanwhile, the huge decisions sometimes get avoided completely because they're too scary to even look at. So the anxiety pours all its energy into the small stuff, where it can actually reach. When every choice feels like a test you might fail, your brain is treating money like a threat instead of a tool. And exhausting yourself over $12 leaves nothing in the tank for the decisions that would actually move your life. The gentle version. Pick one small recurring purchase and hand yourself blanket permission. This one I don't agonize over. One fewer daily test for your nervous system to grade. Sign 5 is the deepest one, so let's sit with it gently. It's when money stops being about money and becomes how you manage a feeling. For some of us, that looks like spending. The hard day that ends with a full cart and a small hit of relief. Buying something, anything, to feel a flicker of control or comfort. For others, it's the exact opposite. White-knuckle restriction, denying yourself even small, reasonable things, because spending nothing is the only time the fear goes quiet. They look like opposites. They're the same thing. Both are a nervous system reaching for money to soothe something that was never really about money at all. A hard day, a lonely evening, a fear you don't have words for yet. I'm not going to tell you to just stop, because that's not how any of this works. The move isn't more control, it's a little more curiosity. The gentle version. Next time you feel the pull, to buy or to deny, pause for 1 second and ask softly, what am I actually feeling right now? You don't have to change the answer. Just knowing it is where everything starts to loosen. So, what's the Ikigai move here? If I had to hand you one small thing to carry out of this, it's this: the 2-minute money peak. Here's how it works. Once this week, just once, you pick a calm moment. Not 11 at night, not right after a hard day. You set a timer for 2 minutes. You put one hand on your chest, take one slow breath, and then you look at exactly one number. Your checking balance. That's all. You're not fixing, not budgeting, not building a plan. You're just letting your body learn one quiet thing. I can look at my money and still be okay. Because that's what avoidance steals from you. The everyday, unremarkable experience of glancing at a number and staying calm. And you rebuild it the way you rebuild anything with a nervous system. Gently and on repeat. 2 minutes, one number, one breath. And if that tightness runs deeper than a video can reach, if money fear is really sitting on your days, there's no shame at all in talking it through with someone you trust or a professional. That's not a last resort. It's just a kind thing to do for yourself. So, that chest-tightening, close the app fast feeling from the very start? I want you to know it was never proof that you're bad with money. It was just a nervous system that learned, somewhere along the way, to treat a number like a threat. And nervous systems can learn new things. Slowly, kindly, 1 2-minute peek at a time. If even one of these 5 signs felt like looking in a mirror, you're not behind, and you're definitely not alone. You just have a name for it now. And you can only change what you can name. Small steps, big calm. Find your money ikigai. I'll see you next time.